Hey everybody! I don't have my partner tonight, so we're gonna pretend.
Oh no, where's Brandon? We might as well not watch because he's the best part.
He's busy getting an alcoholic beverage. So we'll give just a minute. Brandon needs to hurry up to get his booze. When you guys get on, let us know. You guys can be so quiet. These are supposed to be interactive videos. What day of the week is it? It's Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Is that Wednesday?
I know, it's Tuesday, that's what I said.
Oh. There's like 4 people on. This.
Because I haven't jumped on yet.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Oh, look at that.
No, you're right.
Heather, I already walked by and you're like, oh, he's there. So another person jumps on. I know. That's probably why.
Okay.
You can't even see me. Let's get this back.
Alright. We're gonna adjust. See if this works.
There we go. Look at that.
Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've been having some great live videos with relationship goals and great interaction, so we're hoping we can keep that going. One thing I was messaged when we first started this series was talking about relationship goals in general, like long-term, how to keep your relationship going, how to take it to that next level, how to continue dating each other, because a lot of times when people hit a certain point in their relationship, things go stagnant, things die down, you end up...
That's a big word for you.
Stagnant?
Yeah.
I know, do I get a gold star?
No.
Then what the hell did I say stagnant for? I should get a prize. But I lost my train of thought. Okay, so yeah, once you get to a certain point in your relationship, you know, you tend to become roommates. And I know for me, I do not want that to happen. So I know that I want to make sure when we get to that point that, you know, it doesn't happen. So we kind of want to share a little bit about that. And of course, you guys ask your questions, share a little bit. Maybe you have been through something that happened in your relationship where it got stagnant, and what did you do to overcome that and keep your relationship going? So first and foremost, you know, I totally believe in the whole aspect of, you know, making sure you are constantly dating your partner for as long as you're together. It should never become a point where you guys never do anything together. One thing I remember a friend of mine who's going through a divorce, and she was asking me some questions about my kids, and she's like, it just makes me mad because I feel that my kids are so important, and which your kids are, so let me finish before people say that my kids are the most important thing, and they need to come above everything else. I agree to that too. What? Are you out of your mind?
He's a little ninja.
When I'm done, I will go get you your DVD.
He's a little ninja. I didn't even know he was there.
That was Rylan.
Holy crap.
Felt him tap my back.
Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't blame me. Like what?
What was it? Oh, kids. So I truly believe your kids are very important. They are the most important people in your life. But I believe your spouse, your partner should come first. And I think your kids should see that. Now, you guys can shoot me down for that. But if you look back at like maybe your grandparents, if you guys have people like your grandparents who are still together, who've been together 50 plus years, or people before that, it's because they followed that mindset of their relationship comes first. And it sucks to sometimes say that because people will never say our marriage ended because of the kids. But a lot of times what one of the biggest issues is they could not separate their life from their kids. They were so up their kids' ass, which I totally get it. I got 3 children. But you have to make sure your significant other comes first because, one, it shows your kids what real love is. They see the kindness and they see how that is, and it just kind of brings, you know, harmony together. So that's one thing with me, and I want to make sure we are constantly dating each other. I'm always saying, okay, let's get a sitter tonight. Let's, do this. I want to make sure that stays. I don't want in 5-10 years from now for us to get into that routine of he comes home from work, we're both on the computer, then we watch TV and go to bed. I don't want to do that. Yes, I know that's going to be the norm for most of the time, but I don't want it to be that way.
I mean, when it comes to relationship goals, unless someone has a fucking question, I have no idea. I have like almost zero advice on relationship goals. I don't know because it's.
Maybe share.
I'm not finished.
He just put his hand in my face.
I'm not finished. When it comes to relation, they can't even hear me.
One more time. One more.
Do you know what one more means? When, like,
where's Garrett?
I don't know. Where's my phone? Relationship goals is relationship dependent. Okay, so whatever you guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about relationship goals, getting to a certain point, or whatever, I'll be more than happy to help out, because I am a relationship guru. Let me finish. I'm not done. When she was talking about how, the norm, I get home from work, there's going to be a norm, a little bit, there's going to be a routine that we follow typically, mostly due to my work schedule.
This is life.
But it doesn't mean it has to be normal. And what I mean by that is no matter what you are doing, have fun. Be energetic. Like she has said, I am a very positive person. I am always fun, upbeat. Like it's like I never have a bad day. Be that way. Get that way. It makes the relationship way more fun. I don't know. I know I have made it a point to not be boring. I will always be. I love you too, Rebecca. I will always be.
She didn't say I love. She says I love you too. Being.
I know. So it's still the same thing.
Oh, I thought you.
No, I saw it too. She said I love you too. Talking to both of us, and I wanted to know that I read it and I responded accordingly. Anyways, be fun.
Hey, there's a person named Boombox watching.
That's cool, but I said be fun. Like me. I'm sarcastic a lot, but in a fun way. I guarantee I tell her 15 to 20 times a day to watch your tone, watch your attitude. She could have said something. As she could be asking me, hey, good morning, how are you doing? I'll tell you, hey, first of all, watch that tone. All right, it's not the way to start the day. Okay, just cool it. Be fun, be energetic about everything you do. That's me, Keith. On Boombox.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Okay. I'll ask a question. What would you do, say, in 5 years, your relationship, the problem is I think people don't realize that they get bored. It's the day in and day out. What would you do to change that in your relationship?
I just explained it.
So all of a sudden, you would start being sarcastic.
No, I'm not saying you have to be sarcastic. What I'm saying is, no matter what, be fun. No matter what you're doing, be fun. Be energetic. If you're I don't know, whenever we play board games, we're not just sitting there playing playing Yahtzee. We're rolling the dice. First of all, I'm always checking up on her fucking dice because I'm not gonna fucking trust her.
Oh, Garrett, is it Keith from the Springs?
I'm assuming so. He said.
I know, that's why, because I have a lot of friends that are Keith on there. Right. So I was like, oh, okay, Keith.
I like how Garrett said Keith before the thing said he's watching. Gotcha. But I think that's a big part. People get boring. You're in a relationship, it gets stagnant. You start chillaxing, but you get boring. Don't be boring. Be fun.
Yeah, and I think also it goes with a lot of the times in relationships over the years, you grow apart. That's one of the big things. You grow apart. The couples don't grow together. And that's a really big deal. It's like, okay, so you guys maybe started your relationship when you both are around 24, 25. Then you hit 30 and then 35 and 40. And, obviously as we get older, we mature. Men and women mature at different speeds, clearly. But you have to make sure that that the person you fell in love with when you were 25, they're just growing. And it's up to you if you want to continue growing at that same pace with them or not. Yes. No, you're not.
You're scared to death of what?
Go plug the nightlight in.
I was in my bed.
Okay, go turn the bathroom light on. Okay, go turn the bathroom light on.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you can hear that.
Yeah, he's scared.
It,
Whatever, that's Caleb. So, that's great, Garrett, that you guys are still doing things. That's, I'm striving for that with us. If we're there in 9 years, that we will be doing that kind of stuff and continue to have Rock Band Junkie. Yeah, continue to have a great relationship together, to want to do things together. And
I got her playing video games.
I've played video games before. Who is
Okay, wait. Wait. I was going to correct that one part because she is badass at Mario. She is. That is something that I will give her props at over anything else. There's no whipping.
Yes.
No. She is badass at Mario. She is like.
I know the first time I played him, he was like, yeah. And then he was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
He got me into the Pokemon.
Oh, excuse me. I got her in Pokemon. I got her playing other games like Fallout.
Okay, I didn't play that. I couldn't play it. I couldn't even fucking
Yeah,
walk.
so she had to learn to walk, and she got excited. What did Keith is talking about me. Thank you, Keith.
Battling in my arcade cabinet. Yeah, we were, Garrett, that's too.
What were we battling?
He had Mario, but it was like the buttons, remember? It was like the joystick, and he has the old school.
I know, but I don't know what that game was. I don't recall.
Yeah, see, thank you, Melanie. Like, it's funny, and I'm glad you brought that up because it made me think of something. I've had people say, so what'd you have to bribe Brandon with to do these live videos with you? And I didn't at all. Like, that's one thing I love about him. He's very supportive of things that I want to do. And I'm the same way. Even if I'm assuming he wants to do this because he doesn't ever object to it and he doesn't ever fight me on it or anything.
No, I support her social media life, and she supports my cocaine habit. It's a give and take.
All right. Well, now you guys know. Shit. Anyways, so another question.
It's a great game, Rebecca. Great game.
Hi, Jade.
Who's Jade?
Jade. Don't say anything. We're all. She's gonna go Dave and Buster's on
Okay,
Friday.
I know.
Okay, so another question I was asked
Dave and Buster's Friday
is how do you go from like Garrett? Garrett could be, well, maybe I don't know if Garrett wants to share his personal life all over social media, but how to take your relationship to the next level. I have a lot of friends who have been with their significant other for many, many years, and it never goes anywhere. And a lot of them end up, like I had a friend who recently ended her relationship with her boyfriend because he wouldn't take that next step. So, what are you doing?
I'm looking at my beard. It's looking pretty good right now.
I don't know that you're giving me a look.
She can't even say anything. I started taking a selfie today. Because I know when she's taking a selfie, she has her phone in front of her, and somebody probably saw it. She's going, I saw it, and I was staring at her. And then when she was done taking the picture, she looked up and she's like, "What? Stop!" So she can't say anything. I don't try to hide it. I was looking at the beard because it's looking pretty full. At least on this camera.
I lost my train of thought.
Your friend ended the
Oh yeah, so I had a friend who recently ended her relationship because her boyfriend wouldn't take to that next level. So I definitely think as far as like relationship goals for that type of situation, because I know I have a lot of friends who are in, they're not married or they're just kind of dating someone and they haven't. When I get questions, why so many, I always get memories. How do you take it to that next level? It has to be something you guys are talking about. I mean, yes, you hear guys just randomly ask people to marry them, but I think a lot of people, it's been discussed. They have a conversation. Is this something where you want to go? Like for him, I asked him probably about a year and a half ago about the whole marriage thing.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, and he basically said, no way in hell, I don't believe in it. And it really caught me off guard because I didn't know that. I didn't think that's what it was like. And I was like, oh. I mean, and at that point, it's not like I was ready to get married anyway.
Yeah, just had a divorce.
Yeah.
Not a good time to get married.
No,
right,
and
right,
that
right
wasn't.
after to get a divorce.
Yeah, and that wasn't why. That wasn't
That's
my
not why
intention.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, but it totally
for BP,
caught
whatever
me.
the hell that means.
BP, what's BP?
I don't know. I hear on YouTube all the time.
BP, blood pressure?
No, it's
penis?
No, I mean I wish I had.
So taking it to that next level. So I'm gonna let him talk about that because, like,
marriage. I don't think marriage is actually a necessary step to actually feel like you've gotten to a next level. I don't, because if you love someone, you love them. I don't think a piece of paper and a ring, yeah, it shows commitment. But to be honest, I think being with someone for a long period of time without having a piece of paper and a ring saying, oh, you have to be with this person, I think that shows more commitment than something telling you that you are with them, that you have to be with them, and whatnot. So honestly, marriage isn't, in my eyes, isn't a necessary step, and not only for that reason, but for also a reason is of like, if you and your significant other, figure out together, you know what, we're not happy, we don't need to be together. Guess what? No lawyer involved, no paperwork, nothing. It's like, hey, we tried it out, it's not working out. Let's split up, and it is what it is. But in my eyes, marriage is marriage. People get married, due to religious reasons or just beliefs, yada yada yada, and just because they believe it's the next, they actually need to take that step in a relationship. I don't actually believe it's necessary. I don't think it shows any bit of next level commitment. You're with them. If you're with them, you're with them. It's not going to change anything. So that's my opinion, if that makes sense to anyone.
Okay, well, I disagree, but I won't go into that. Okay, so Garrett, you and I were talking earlier, but I cannot pull up my Facebook because it's on my phone.
Do what?
He had some stuff to talk about that you wanted us to talk about prior to proposing. We already were deeply committed. I know, yeah, so that's what we were talking about. He was saying, so Garrett and I, he would introduce people as they were husband and wife. Because I remember, and when you guys proposed, we were all like, what the hell? We thought you guys were already married. I thought you guys were married. So I think that's pretty awesome.
I mean, everyone at the gym, calls her my wife, so it's like,
they don't anymore.
yeah, they do.
No. Tim doesn't. I told Tim.
So?
I broke the rumor.
She's
We were together for 9 years. 9 must be the magic number, huh? Okay, so then Garrett.
I'm not saying I'm never going to want to get married. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I don't feel like you have to take that step to hit a certain level of commitment.
And a lot of people view that, especially with the way society is anymore. Nobody believes in monogamy anymore. Everybody's cheating on everybody. It's ridiculous. It's like nobody knows how to keep their dick in their vagina in their pants. Good for you, Angela. I think I get where... Yeah, and I get what he's saying too, and I think him seeing me go through a divorce too probably was like, whoa, I definitely don't want to go through that. But that's why, like, for me, I think I want to, my ex-husband and I, we got engaged like a month after we were together, and then we got married like a year later. It was ridiculously fast. So I know for me, if I get married again, I want to make sure that this is legit. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen in 10 years, but I know for me, I would fight for it because I knew at that point there was a reason why I married this person. I know that I want to make sure that when you hit rock bottom in your relationship, you're willing to work on it. And that's another thing with relationship goals. Are you guys willing to work on those problems? Some people will never go to marriage counseling because they're too good for it. I was the same way. But I know if I need to get to that point for somebody else maybe to intervene and see an outside view, you better believe I'm going to go because I don't want to go through that again. If I'm going to fully commit to someone in that way, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure it's sustainable because my last person, I want that to be, to be my last person. I don't want to be 50, 60 years old on Tinder trying to find me a sugar daddy,
Yeah, it is sugar daddy. And when it comes to marriage, like I said, I'm not saying...
Thank you, Garrett. I agree 100%. It's not just a piece of paper. I agree.
So as time goes on... Anyways, I'm not saying, I'm never not going to want to get married. But when I feel the time is right, time is right. And I'm not going to let her dictate when it's going to... Because she has asked recently, if I thought about it. I'm like, yeah. But it's when I'm ready.
Yeah, so his thinking about it could be 20 years.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm never want to do it, but when when I'm ready, guess what? You're not going to fucking know.
What? Hold on.
Oh, my goodness.
Just give me feedback.
He's in his underwear, but I don't think anybody can see it.
What?
I
You'll give his Dee and I'll take care of this.
Okay, you want your Dee?
think we have it.
Wait, go away. I don't want you guys in your underwear. This
I
is
can't see.
Well, and Ryland's in a pull-up. My 6-year-old is still in fucking pull-ups.
We do want to get married, but we has had so many issues, money-wise, and because he's been married before and his family was... Yeah, and I understand that, Angela, and that's all, like Heather has said, I have my fears of marriage as well because, being in the military, I've seen so many, men while they're deployed. I'm not in the military, so I don't have to worry about being deployed, but, so many women screwing over their husbands that are in a different country fighting for our freedoms and whatnot, and they're cheating on their husbands. And it's freaking ridiculous. My BFF, who's actually getting married again, his wife at the time in the military cheated on him with both men and women, took all his money, cleaned out his account, and took a car that he was paying off for her. Screwed him over. So it's so I understand. Angela.
Yeah, it's really, it's very hard this society we're in. It's so easy to cheat. There's all these social media sites like Snapchat that things delete within 24 or you don't even have to see the history or whatever. It's so easy to get away with it, and it's honestly, it's sickening, and I hate that it's so easy. And not gonna say this person's name, but I know somebody who they will never get married. They want to, but they can't keep their vagina in their pants. They're constantly cheating on the person they're with. And I'm like, how do you ever plan to be in a long-term committed relationship if you cannot stay faithful to someone? I firmly believe if you're going to cheat, do you really think that your person's going to want to stay with you? I know some people do. I don't know how they do it, but how are you going to stay with that person? If you even had the motive to cheat, you can't even just say, oh, I was so drunk. I don't believe in that. I do not believe in that. If you are that wasted to the point where you...
I've never heard that.
That's usually the comment, oh, I'm so drunk.
I've never
If you're going to cheat in your relationship, just do it. Why cause the heartache and then think of all these excuses to get out of it? It's just sickening. And I get that with the whole marriage thing. It makes it really hard because you're right. Once you do sign those papers, which I firmly believe in a prenup, because, what's mine is mine, what's his is his.
Yeah.
And And I think that's, great. But, and I know another thing I remember him saying before about when he was against the whole marriage thing is, why spend the money to have this huge ass fancy wedding if you're going to end up spending all this money to get divorced? Which kind of made me mad he said that, because I'm like,
Did I say that?
Yes.
I don't remember even saying that.
That was
I don't
back
sound
when we talked about it.
Maybe, but I don't feel like that's...
It wasn't the exact wording, but it was something along those
Okay,
lines.
I don't... that doesn't sound like anything I would say.
I swear you said it.
Okay, well...
He doesn't ever remember things he says.
I remember a lot of things I say.
But I agree. It's very expensive to get a divorce. But I don't like that mentality going, if you're going to be getting married, why are you anything? Okay. But anyway, so moving on from the marriage topic, I just wanted to...
She can't raise one eyebrow.
We're talking about relationship goals.
I know, but I was just playing my eyebrow, and I just, thought they should know something about you. She can't raise one eyebrow at a time.
Time plays a factor for me. 9 years is a no-brainer. What do you mean 9 years is a no-brainer, Garrett?
Maybe at that certain time that it's time to...
Well, they had, Garrett, he's not going to get all personal on here, and I'm not going to share his life, but
yeah.
I've shared with you why they waited so long and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But it's good for them.
I'm just saying, 9 years, he's like, yeah. He was ready.
The right time, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so Garrett and I were talking earlier about, talking about the honeymoon phase and how do you keep that going after...
Fuck the honeymoon phase. A little for everyone's information, a little FYI, TBH. No honeymoon phase. None. we didn't have one.
Yeah.
Well, first trip we took together, California. How long were we together at that point?
Not that long.
How long? Less than 3. A couple of months?
Yeah.
We fucking argued. I forget what it was about, but we argued. I think we did. I don't remember what it was about. But the honeymoon phase is bullshit, because that's a lot of people. I think a lot of people base the relationship off what happens after the honeymoon phase ends. It's like, this doesn't happen anymore. We're not so happy and giddy. Yeah, arguing is normal, but I'm just saying that we didn't have a honeymoon phase. Honeymoon phase is all good and dandy. You guys having a great time, laughing, cuddling, butt play, whatever. It's just what happens in the honeymoon phase. But
And I think it was because of where I was at.
Yeah.
Going through a divorce was probably our biggest reason. There was so much going on.
Yeah, which is fine. But what was the question again? How to keep the honeymoon phase?
Well, how to keep that, so usually once people hit a 2-year mark in their relationship, it's when the sex dies down. Or the lust feeling goes away, I guess. Maybe some people...
Okay, when it comes to that, be spontaneous. Guy and lady alike.
Butt play?
I did.
You did say butt play?
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't react to that. That's the last thing I said when I'm talking about honeymoon phase. She probably thought I said that. I did. Yes, I said butt play. It goes hand in hand with the honeymoon phase, whatever. But I know. Yes, I know it's not about the sex, But she was talking about it, so I'm gonna chime in on it. Be spontaneous about it. Toys, phenomenal. When it comes anytime I'm being spontaneous about the sex, she doesn't know it's coming. One of the last times we're in the laundry room. She was doing laundry. I was like, she's looking good. And I just made it happen right there without her knowing. She knew when it was starting to happen, but I'm just saying it just happened. I don't want to go into graphic details, Don't want to turn it into a little porn show, but just saying, be spontaneous about it because yes, surprise dick.
Yeah, Rebecca, having your kids in the next room, it can be hard. Remember when Caleb walked in on us one time?
Yes, Caleb did walk in.
So we started locking the door. just, yeah, I remember hearing my parents, and I'm not even going to say any more about that.
I don't even think I heard mine.
But I used to hear
my
my
mom's
mom.
not watching yet. I'm going to text her. Mom, I'm going to text her mom. No.
Yeah, do where you can. Like, a lot of times we have sex in the shower just because it's convenient. It's there.
And it's a shower.
And honestly, Silas is crawling around. A lot of times he's crying, banging on the shower door. But, like I said, you need to put your
Go do some laundry, Melanie. I was about to say Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie, go do some laundry.
Go do some laundry real quick. We'll be here.
Yeah, having the hots for each other, like, we were both talking about this just recently, an hour ago. I will never understand why when people get into a relationship, they let themselves go. They will just, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody who, do not think I'm saying this about any specific people, but we were attracted to each other because the fitness aspect, we're both in shape. That's what attracted me to him, was the gym. I saw him, he's a big dude, he had some muscles, he had some abs. He's a hot guy. And if he was to stop going to the gym, if he was to blow up like a whale and completely let go of himself, I would not be sexually attracted to him anymore. You get comfortable, and I will never be like that. He knows I won't. Probably right now, I'm not in an obsessive phase, but I am sticking to my macros. I'm doing really well. If you guys saw my transformation picture earlier, just restart your phone real quick. That's what I have to do with mine. That's the thing with us. I don't see that ever happening to us, as letting ourselves go. And if it does, I know he would call me out because he has zero filter on his mouth. And I will call him out. He thinks he's getting fluffy right now.
I am a little fluffy.
I mean, he's not as ripped as he was last year.
That's a nice way of saying it.
But he's put on so much muscle. He's a big dude, I think he still looks hot. I am very...
It's resetting.
Okay, I was like, who's calling you? Because that's your ringtone too, isn't it?
Yes.
But I am very sexually attracted to him, and I think that's a big deal too, is making sure you still take care of yourself. It's like when girls, as soon as they go single, all of a sudden they lose 30 pounds, and they're doing their hair, and
I need all the dick.
Yes, they look great. Like, why not keep that up with your significant other? And the same with guys too. I have a friend she's in her 40s. She is hot as fuck. I used to work with her back when I worked in daycare when I was 18 years old. She is so hot. And she is trying to date because she's recently divorced. It's been 2 years. And she's in her 40s. Men in their 40s do not take care of themselves anymore. I mean no disrespect by saying this.
Should be cougar then.
But they are so fat and overweight. And she sends me these pictures, and these men look like they're 60 years old. And I'm like, I almost said her name. And I'm like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
You met her when we went to St. Louis. But anyways, I
still don't know her.
If you know who I'm talking about?
No.
We went to her house. And when we went to St. Louis.
Oh.
With the kids.
Yeah.
Okay. I always tell her, I was like, you will get, I'm not saying, Garrett,
she's talking shit. Shots fired.
I'm not saying you, but
Shots
most
fired. She's
people,
challenging you, Garrett.
No, Garrett needs to rest.
He does need to rest. That's part of it.
But I am telling her, do not settle. Don't. You deserve a good-looking man. She looks great. So that's another thing, relationship goals. Keep yourself looking good for each other. I'll go put makeup on if we're going to go do something. I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. If you guys know me, I'm not a makeup person. I hate wearing it. But if we're going to go do something, I want to look good for him. I want to make sure people see he's with an attractive girl because he looks good, It's I got to keep up, and that's really important to me, the fitness and everything. So if you or someone in your relationship is getting kind of rocky, take a look back. Maybe this sounds bad, is my spouse not that attracted to me anymore? It happens, guys. It really, really, really does happen. Oh, Anthony's on.
Nerd.
So,
fuck you, I had makeup on.
Is eye makeup on?
No, it's
I think.
Batman versus, if you guys haven't watched the Batman versus Superman video on YouTube. It's hilarious. Watch it. It's funny.
But yeah, so making sure you guys take care of yourself is really important because like I said, if he was to stop working out and blow up like a whale, I would definitely be calling him on. It's not like I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm ending my
You and
relationship.
Anthony both. Shit.
What? Anthony would be
Yeah.
So yeah, so any other questions, Garrett, what else were we talking about? I don't have my Facebook thing up, so I can't see the messages. Oh, how to long-term separate your relationship. Oh wait, what happens when your spouse says that they are attracted to you no matter what? Then what? I call bullshit on that. Don't you kind of think that's a lie a little bit?
I think it is.
I think that's a little bit of a lie, and I'm just being honest. I'm very brutal because
I mean, it depends. I mean,
they're always going to be.
if I'm saying if you went from, hot to not, I just said it because it rhymes. I mean, if that you went from being, a hot stack of pancakes to, I don't know, what
A splattered egg on the floor?
the splattered egg on the floor, then it's bullshit. But
I mean, clearly, as you get older...
you're not going to be as attractive.
No, Kelsey, I totally get what you're saying. After 2 kids, Kelsey, I'm saying, like, if you...
It is Garrett. You're right.
What?
He said it is a bit of...
Looks are a little bit of a factor, honestly. I'm saying, okay, say you've had 2 kids. Guys, I'm prime example. You can still be attractive, work on your body. Your body may never look the same after kids. I've had 3 kids. I have some stretch marks. I have some mom friends who have massive tiger stripes all over their body. But they are competitors. Not saying you have to compete, but if you are trying to take care of yourself, that's attractive. Seeing that you are trying to better your life is attractive. Not seeing someone who's just sitting on the couch, putting on the pounds, stuffing their face with Doritos. Now, this is just me. This is just him. I know he views things the same way, probably, right? I'm assuming?
Yes.
That to me is unattractive.
She told me I had to say yes.
That to me is unattractive. I get it right after you have kids. Seriously, after I had Silas, looking back at my pictures, I was like, oh my gosh, I look disgusting. My stomach has this like donut thing, and I still have it a little bit. But for me, it's different though, because our relationship kind of started out on a healthy, fitness, sexy type of thing. I guess I'm going to kind of expect that in a sense. Does that make sense, Kelsey? So I don't know what your relationship started out off, and you and your spouse can be so different. I'm saying for us, that's how it's working. And I know long term for us, because it's a huge factor in our relationship. So, I know I was asked, I think, Garrett, we were talking about this, how to separate long-term your kids and your relationship to keep things going. And it's like I said in the beginning.
I don't understand that question.
Okay, kids, as much as people don't want to say it, quote unquote, and I don't know how to word this better, so I'm just going to say it, can ruin a relationship. They really can, because like for women, for example, women have no life after they have children, and it pisses me off. I'm in this moms group, and all the moms are always like, oh my gosh, I need friend. I have only 5 kids, and and it's like, and then how many people meet up? 0. When I was pregnant, towards the end of my pregnancy, I was like, you know what, I'm going to host a get-together. We're all going to go meet at the bar. I posted in this Denver moms group because I wanted to make some more mom friends. I'm sick of moms blowing me off because they're just so up their kids' ass and they can't do anything. They can't have a life, whatever. I posted and we all met at View House. I had like 30-something RSVPs. You don't know how many people showed up? 4.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
4. Me, Betty, Amanda, Nicole. And Betty and I are now like BFFs. We hang out all the time because Betty understands. And it goes the same in your relationship. If you are so up your kid's ass, you're never going to have a successful relationship because you have to put your significant other first. You have to let them know that
because honestly, putting them first is putting you first. Because you can't let your kids, you can't put in most aspects, you can't put your kids first in front of you because you are still, and make sure your kids are, okay, let me before I get further, make sure your kids are taken care of, they're fed, they're clothed, make sure their homework is done, make sure they're loved, but as long as you have everything checked off that you've done your motherly/fatherly duties, Be your own person. Live your life. Put your significant other first. And not necessarily first, but, have a relationship.
Like we were talking about with this. Your beer looks real good on you.
See, you missed the beginning of that, Solace.
Gosh, you two are like up each other's ass.
Shut up. Like, Solace, because like early, at the beginning of this live feed, I was doing this or whatever, and she asked me what I was doing. And I said, like, my beard looking real full, looking real good and on the camera. And she's laughing, trying to make fun of me. But when I caught her earlier, she doing a selfie, doing a little selfie, and I caught her, and it was funny as hell. But yeah, I'm glad he recognizes too. Thank you, Solace.
But yeah, so, it's like a lot of people, and I get it because you're a parent, especially when you're a parent to a baby. You, like, in these moms groups I'm in, these women are 8 months postpartum and still haven't had sex with their significant other because they're just too tired or they have no drive. First off...
I put it in her when I was tired.
Yes.
I've been tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it to her.
But because I have more of a sexual drive than you. Though.
She does have a more sexual drive than I do. But I have a sex drive, but like there's times I mean honestly, a lot of times I just don't feel like it because like if she had her way, I mean it'd be like 3 times a day.
I would not. I'm too tired.
No. Okay. Well, you know what? I may test that.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
When's our next video?
I don't know. You got to work till late tomorrow, so probably not till Thursday.
Okay,
we can't do Friday.
I'm going to try to make it a point.
But anyways, going back to it, when you put your kids to bed, stay up for an hour with your significant other and play a board game, cuddle, stroke his weenus. I don't know. Do something.
What do we do? Don't pinch his fucking nipples. Don't do it.
And yes, pinch his nipples.
No. That's not nice.
Some men like it. You're the weird one who doesn't.
No. You can choke me.
I know. Gosh. That was a big thing when we first got together. I know. But yeah, really needing to put your significant other first is going to be a huge thing because if you're one of those people who is like, okay, the kids are in bed, I'm passing out. I get it. It's going to happen some nights. Like, I'm exhausted tonight. I really am because Silas was up at 5:45 this morning, didn't want to go back to sleep. We went to work out, and then, he leaves to go hang out with Anthony, and as soon as he fucking walks out the door, Silas starts crying, and it's like, Mom, hold me, I need you, and then he shit like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, oh my gosh, this happens every time he leaves. So I'm tired, but I make it a point. We stay up, not every night. Some nights I pass out. We'll just put on the TV, go to sleep. He'll play his Game Boy. That's fine.
Right now, I'm searching for a shiny Charmander for anyone who cares.
No, he doesn't have a nipple ring. He just has very sensitive.
No, I think she's talking about maybe her significant other.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, but I
doesn't.
don't.
He has very
don't.
sensitive nipples.
I do.
But yeah, kids can definitely put your relationship on hold, and it sucks. Get a babysitter, guys. Neither one of us has family here. 0, nobody. And since I've had any of my children, I have not had family around. And with Caleb, I was very overprotective. I didn't want anybody watching him. It was really hard. But with Silas, I think we had a babysitter. I don't want to say once your parents were here, that was the first time we had left him, and then right after that we've been.
Did we even leave him
with your mom? Yeah, remember we went to go hunt the Dragonite? Remember?
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
The first time we had Dragonite.
Huh?
Went to Golden.
I remember when we first got a Dragonite. Yeah, I remember that shit.
But yeah, we make sure we get a babysitter at least once or twice.
Garrett, so you guys can hang out. Or should you guys hang out?
And she comes home so we can hang out, watch TV, hit the gym late. We are so due for a sleepover. My parents are right at the street. See, and we don't, I have never been away from Silas overnight yet. That's because I'm breastfeeding. But I'm not going to be comfortable with the overnight thing anyway until he's completely weaned. But even still, we have a great time together. I mean, I think we have a great time together at night, and we still do stuff during the day together. You know, we just make sure that I know my mistakes I made in my marriage, okay? And he's kind of my relationship to correct a lot of it because I was really stupid in my marriage.
Like I said, I'm the relationship guru. I'm fixing her.
But there's so many things that have improved because I've changed my mindset about things, and he's obviously a completely different person and
So different.
makes me way more happy, and I'm happier to make quote-unquote sacrifices to put our relationship first. And I would hope he knows that he does come first in my life, you know. I want him to be my best friend, the person, you know, my person. I love my kids, but we have to have us time. I need my time with him. I also need my me time too. You know, even if he's home during the day. Like today, there was a couple hours I think Silas was sleeping. I sat out here.
Yeah, now
He was in the other room.
on my computer.
We don't have to be up each other's asses just because we're home together all
I
day.
mean, I will yell into the room, "Hey, where you done?"
Yeah, but it's not like
That's it.
we're totally up each other's butts all the time. And then you left for a couple hours.
Not
It's
even a
gr-
couple hours. I was.
Yeah, you're.
Well, I mean, I went to the store. The new Resident Evil movie came
Nobody
out.
cares about.
I haven't seen it, so I got it, and we're going.
So yeah, so if you are someone who is battling the kids struggle, I get it. Get a babysitter, guys, at least once a month. Make sure you guys are dating each other. Always be dating. 10 years from now, be dating. Are you listening to this, Brandon? Be dating.
I was scratching.
I
my head
expect
on my nose.
him to take me out on dates. I expect him to do that. Are you listening? I'm going to repeat that. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're not, I expect.
I am. It itches.
Repeat what I said.
Dating, relationship, and going out, taking you out.
How many years did I say?
All of them.
So that's a really big deal. Don't be afraid to sleep with kids because, you know, like my friend Betty is taking me out for my birthday in a couple weeks. And our other friend Amanda is coming. I think she might still, I don't know if I saw them pop on here. I don't know if they're still on here. But she's coming in from Colorado
From
Springs.
17 to 11. Yo, you're boring as fuck. I'm just kidding. Heather, I'm sorry.
Fine, I don't talk anymore.
No, what were you saying? Your
No,
friend Amanda.
no.
They're going out doing.
Are you out of your mind? What time is it? No. Go bed. What?
But my bones hurt.
Okay.
You bumped your head?
Do you need a kiss? Do you need to go to the hospital?
Because if you go to the hospital, you're going to get a shot.
Do you need a kiss on it? Okay, you're all better.
If you come back out, I am taking the fidget away.
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. You guys have to get up in the morning for school. So anyways, I've been asking some other mom friends to want to come out for my birthday. Oh, I can't, you know, I've got my kids. It's like, okay, well, we're not going, Betty and I do not go out until the kids are in bed.
No, they
Because we have to give them boob. So we usually meet up at 8:30. I have no problem with that. I'm still going out. I'm still hanging out with my girlfriend. We're having a great time. She and I try to get together a couple times a month. It works. Works for us. But all these moms give us these excuses. Oh, you know, it's like, how do you not have a life? So I don't know. But does anybody else want to chime in or say anything before we?
Before we get off
sign
here, if
off
anyone
here?
got any questions
Anything?
that we haven't covered, I mean, I know today's about relationship goals. There's not a whole lot to cover.
Well, I mean, we covered that. You know,
I know we
dating, being spontaneous, having a sense
know.
of humor.
Yeah. So,
Stroking penises, having sex in the laundry room.
So, I mean, if there's anything we missed or that you would like to cover, like a specific aspect of relationship goal that we haven't touched on.
Because if not, next time we go live, we're going to talk finances. Yeah. So, I think we have the same viewpoints on the finances stuff.
Yeah, but we don't say.
I know it, but I'm just saying that. So we're going to talk about that. But it seems like nobody has anything else they want to say. So thank you guys for joining in. We will not be going live tomorrow. What do you work on Thursday? I think you're off at 5:30. Yeah, because hang on 1 second. I think we're going to go live Thursday. I like this time. It seems to work for most people. So you can just continue that. I think you're off at 5:30.
I think so too.
It'll be Thursday, and then we wouldn't go live again until Monday.
Yeah. By the way.
We have been together about 2.5 years, Molly.
Yeah, 2.5 years, something like that.
Yeah, 5:30. So we'll be going live Thursday talking finances. So if anybody has any specific questions regarding finances you want us to cover, please message me so I can, let something we can start talking about, because we're just going to talk about our viewpoints with finances because it is a big issue in relationships as well. So thank you guys for joining us tonight, and we will see you guys Thursday.
Awesome. Bye. Thank